So in this session, we'll discuss about how to delete the data, and we'll discuss on local storage as well. Okay. So firstly, we'll add the delete functionality. Let's say I'm adding a name, Krish, and I'll add some age here, and then I'll add a year. Click on add. Okay. But I'll add one more record, some JJ, some number, age, and then click on add. Okay, so let's say I want to delete this records. So to delete these records, we need to have a delete button here. So let me add a delete button. Where I need to go again, I have to go to here. So here we'll add one more TD and button. Okay, so delete button. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to add a again click method. So to delete the, so what I'll do, I'll just add delete row. Okay, now let me add a, let me add a delete but delete method here. So okay, yeah, so here I'll add a delete method after, yeah, here we'll add. So here what I'll do, delete, so what is that, after in place delete row, enter. So what we have to do, delete this dot employee list dot splice. So we have to use splice function to delete the record in the array. So here we have to give the index, so which row we have to delete. So I'll just give index of number. Okay, and index, so if you see here, right, uh, we have start number and delete count. So start number, let's say I want to delete some second row or first row, that we have to give here index. And how many records we want to delete, only one, so I'll give one, and that's all. Okay, now save. So here also we have to give our ID, means I've just added as an index as an ID, then I'll pass here I. Okay, that's all. Let me click on save. Let's see. So again I'll go to, I'll add two functions here. Somebody is not I'll add some Dan, and I'll give 33 years, and I'll add four. Click on add, and same way I'll add one more Ram, and I'll add 23 and date some date. Okay, so I got the delete. Right? Now when I click on delete, right? Click on delete. Yes, it got deleted. So this way we will delete the rows here. Okay. So if you see here, right? If you observe here, when you click on refresh, right, our our data will be gone. Click on refresh. Let's say. See. So our data is not storing anywhere, means uh, when you refresh your page, the data will be cleared. So to hold that data, what we will do, we will add a local storage. Okay, so let me add a local storage so that we can, so by default, like in the local storage uh, we can store at around 5 MB. Let me check. So what I'll do, I'll go I'll go to where we are generating this list. So here, okay, employee list. So here, what I'll add a local storage. To add the local storage, we have a function. We can have a variable local storage dot set. So we need to set the local storage. So here we have key and value. Okay, key and value. So key, what I'll do, I'll just do emp data, em sorry mp data and comma. So what we have to give here, we have to give string. So yes. So as this is a this local storage is in the in JSON format. So what we have to give here is employee list. Okay. So employee list we need to store in the JSON format. To pass JSON format, what I'll do, I'll just stringify JSON dot stringify. Which no, this is not good. JSON dot and stringify. I'll give you my list here. Okay. So now this data will be stored in the local memory. Okay, local storage. Now so once this is stored, right, let me show you how it is storing. We'll go to the page again. We'll just try. Where is our okay? So I'm just adding here some name Krish, and I'll add age, and I'll add a date of joining and click on add. Okay, so we got one record. Let me see where this local storage data will be stored. So go to, click on F12. Here we have an application. Okay, click on application and click on here. Oh, right now there is no value. I think we need to have this value. Where is this local storage source? Let me refresh again. Okay, I'll add now. I'll give some value here and age and click on add. It should say, oh, it is there. Sorry, it is there. You see. So we have data. We have two. One is K. Oh, we have lot. DAF, the first which I the one which I added now. Okay. So see, I have added DAF. Let me clear this. Delete this key. Okay. Okay, I'm added it, so I'm able to see in my local storage. Okay. So, but now, so we have data. But when I click on again refresh, whether it will, whether we get the data or not. Let me check. Oh, again it got clear. So to hold that data, we have to use Angular live hooks, life cycle hooks. What I can say, life cycle hooks. So, so why do we need life cycle hooks? So modern front-end framework move the application from state to state, like dual fuel. These updates generally we use life, life cycle hooks. Okay, so life cycle hooks are timed methods. So they differ in when and why they execute, and when the change detection triggers these methods, they execute depend on the condition of the current cycle. So Angular runs change detection constantly on its data. So lifecycle hooks helps to manage its effects. Okay, so let me like we have many lifecycle hooks, like on ng on changes. Generally, ng on changes we use for when you trigger the following modification of input bound class members. And the same way we have ng on init. Ng on it fires once upon initialization of the component. And the same way we have ng do check. Ng do check fires when with every change detection life cycle. Okay, so we have we have like some few others also, but for now to get the data we use ng on init. Because ng on init, why we have to use ng on it? Because on the initialization of component we have to load this data. Okay, so for that let me go to our live uh, let me go and implement ng on it. So to implement that, just type implement ng on it. So where can get it? One minute. Okay, to implement, sorry, we have to use. So my mouse is stuck in. So we have to use on init. Okay, okay. So let me add the function implement interface. Okay, now we got the function. Okay, so this is our ng init. Okay, so here we have to write our code. So what we have to do is we will add method here. So let let saved employees equal to local storage dot get items. So to set the storage we have to use set, and to get the data we have to use get item. So we have to emp data, right? I think emp data only. So this way we can get the data from the local storage. Okay, and we can give the condition here. Let's say this emp list equal to saved employees. We can give, let's say if the employees uh, is empty, or if employees is having data, again as I said we have to convert into json dot parse save employees, else what we have to send empty. Okay, so this is fine. Now once we complete, yeah, once we have done, we have to, yeah, same way once we delete the row we have to update this, otherwise it will not work. Okay, okay. Now let me go and check. Let me where is that? I will use this Angular. So why my mouse is not working? Okay, localhost 428 420. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll add a kk and 33, and I'll add 3 here and add there one add. The same way tt 66 some date and add. Okay, so I'll go to F12. What is F12? Okay, F12. And go to application and go to local storage. Let's see, you have a data, right? Yes, you have a data. Okay, so we have two records. Okay, now let me do a refresh. Okay, see, the data is not going, not playable. So because we have stored that data in our local storage, and once the refresh is done, before initializing this component, we are loading the data from the local storage. Okay, by this way. Okay, that's all for this session, and in the next session we will work on the styling and bootstrap.